In the 20th century, you had totalitarian regime that monitored what people were doing, but they couldn't go under the skin and monitor what people were actually feeling and thinking. This was absolutely impossible. Now, for the first time in history, it is becoming feasible to monitor everybody all the time, and not just what we do, but even what we feel.
Shalom, it's the brother Azan Ha Ahmath back at you with another lesson. And I pray this lesson is edifying to the lambs, to the sheep, of the elect of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakahak and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do it well. And peace and salutations to the Bayah Shai Dawadah, which is the house of David, and the large multitude who the Lord's going to have mercy on. Now the Lord gave his prophets an order, and that's to speak the truth and prophecy into their ears. So I'd like to revisit a topic I brought out at camp this past week, because we're in the time that the image is speaking, and soon they're going to put out their own commandments, which is to put their image that's speaking in every person, which is going to be Esau's last attempt for the world to serve him. And we know that history repeats itself. The book of Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, "The thing that hath been, it is which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun." You see, so as the kingdom of Babylon is collapsing, prepare your mind for what St. Daniel saw. This is Daniel 3:14. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, "Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up?" You see, and that's proof that the people serve other gods. And the head witch of this world is a god of do as thou wilt, right? This is the vibration that he has taught the world. These are the things, the ways of the heathen, where the Lord warned us not to learn. And see, they're setting up an idol for every man, woman, and child to serve when they make that ultimate decree. And that's the times we're approaching. If Jacob's trouble was a test, we are now approaching the final exams. The transition to devices and biometrics and blockchain will be the new golden image. Okay, merging science and the integration of man. The Lord said in the fullness of his sufficiency, he was going to bring this out. But what did our head apostle, Peter the Rock, exclaim? What did he say in the book of Acts, the 5th chapter? Let's get it. This is Acts 5:29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, "We ought to obey Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai rather than men." See, that's the command. Obey the God of Israel and his son, not the God of this world. And right, and we used the example of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego when they was in captivity under Nebuchadnezzar. Well, now we are in captivity in Babylon the Great. Those men were examples of the elect. Okay, and so many people are going to assimilate and try to go with the flow when the mark of the beast is rolled out, and every person's going to have to make a decision. Will you be willing to sacrifice and put all your trust in the Lord, or do you have doubt? You see, because the elect is going to double down on their faith, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Them brothers was thrown in the furnace for their belief. And this is what they said. This is Daniel 3:17. If it be so, our power, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thy hand, O king. You see, they had belief, and we believe that the Lord will deliver us out of the insurrections when they come down on this place. And by denying his mark, we pray our lives will be preserved, because this is the calm before the storm. 2025, we expect more draconian measures. We expect more unjust laws to come down. Martial law to be instituted. Because if you're measuring the times, just look how the world is out of course. And no one has any tangible answers how to live without constant pressure of basic needs. Understand that's all the plan of the enemy, to make people desperate, breaking Americans all the way down, trying to mold you to seek them in their image, coming to them for help. But as the scriptures say, woe to them that go down for Egypt for help. This is Isaiah 44:17. And the residue thereof he maketh a god, even his graven image. He falleth down unto it, and worshipeth it, and prayeth unto it, and saith, deliver me, for thou art my God, heathen would say. But we're telling you as the mouth of the Lord, to you beloved brothers and you beloved daughters of Zion, he's about to bring forth his God in form of an idol, just like Nebuchadnezzar. And we don't need Biggie Smalls to tell you. If you didn't know, now you know. Because if you want to make purchases, buy groceries, be included in society, you're going to be required to put his DNA in you. Okay, and you can't Salakia Adawan Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh if you do that. There is no repenting. He warns any man and woman and child who submits to Satan's idol that your sentence will be the lake of fire. Let's go to Revelation, the 16th chapter. This is Revelation 16:2. And the first went and poured out the vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. And just because it said men doesn't give you women the authority to go out and get this chip and think you're going to get salvation. And people are going to worship this image. They're going to do whatever it takes to be able to take the next breath. But you not knowing every breath that you take is going to be monitored, tested. Your biometrics can get hacked. Whoever takes this device, you've cemented your life into the second death. And are we wrong to warn the flock of the judgments of the Most High? People giving into their fear and the things that you see, having a lack of faith. As men have been set up in this office to teach, I will tell you straight up, it will be the biggest mistake of your life not to fear the Creator when these times come. The Most High can kill the body and spirit. And nobody besides the true believers is really ready for the end of this world. No one's really ready in what comes after life. There is a life after death. Whether you believe it or not, what you do here matters. It counts. And here's the proof. This is 2 Esdras 14:35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. And are you willing to stare down that barrel of judgment, playing craps with your life, not wanting to be in order? Because it says the names of the righteous will be manifest. And we pray to be those men. And you women that believe, keep believing. But what about the works of the ungodly that shall be declared? What about the second death that you can't amend from? Okay, the sin of conceding to the RFID micro C-hip, if you can pick up what I'm putting down. The scriptures are clear and obvious. The angels of the power that sits in his holy throne in heaven, Most High Yahweh, is going to give that order. Okay? Is going to give the order to his angels. This is Revelation 20:14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. See, that's the ultimate judgment, destroyed by nuclear fire. But the Lord is a power of mercy. The 2/3 that's going to be destroyed, those Israelites are going to come back through the elect, pursuant to Romans the 11th chapter. Okay, this is Romans 11 and 26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, thou shalt turn away ungodliness from Jacob. So he's going to turn away the ungodliness from Jacob. Remember those that had the works of the ungodly? He's going to bring them back. This is part of the mystery. This is part of the promise. This is Romans 11 and 27. For this is my covenant unto them when I shall take away their sins. And that's going to be it. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for your promise to your saints. I pray this lesson was edifying to your elect. This is their brother Azan Ha Ahmath. Wa Wa Shalom.